My name's Dr. Ben Jones and I'm a Senior Lecturer in History here at Central Queensland University and a Fellow of the Royal Historical Society. And as a historian, I'm voting yes to bring the Northern Suburbs home to Rocky. From my home in Parkhurst, it takes only a couple of minutes to get to Glenlee and a few minutes more to get to Rocky View and Glendale. There's no mountain range or natural boundary that separates us. The border between us is really a bureaucratic hangover from when Livingstone was run from North Rockhampton. In a very real sense, the residents of the Northern Suburbs are already part of the Rockhampton community, and this vote is a chance to make that official. They already work in Rocky, they send their kids to school in Rocky, they go to the same shops and churches and sporting organisations, and most importantly, they've repeatedly stated that they feel like they are part of the Rockhampton community. The artificial line that determines that Parkhurst is part of Rockhampton, but the neighbouring suburbs to the north are in Livingstone, is really an accident of history. Rockhampton is one of the oldest cities in Queensland. It was proclaimed a town in 1858 and a municipality in 1860. And spurred by the gold rushes, the early Rockhamptonites petitioned for large boundaries because they thought this is a city on the grow. They wanted space to have over 1 million citizens. And it was the powerful squatter class, the powerful pastoral families to the north and the south, who insisted on these small boundaries, and that has had a knock-on effect all the way from 1860 to today, and it still divides our community now. Eventually in 1879, the area surrounding Rockhampton became the Gogango Divisional Board, which split into Livingstone and Fitzroy. And in 1883, further bureaucracy was added with the establishment of a fourth local government area, North Rockhampton. The whole Rockhampton region was overgoverned for decades with duplication, inefficiency and petty squabbles. By 1919, the lesson was learned that we are stronger together, and there was a council merger. The residents of North Rockhampton were always part of the greater Rockhampton community, and so too are the residents of Glenlee, Glendale and Rocky View. Originally, they were cut off from Rockhampton by the power of the colonial squattocracy. In 2013, they were cut off again by a loaded de-amalgamation poll, where the clear view of the Northern Suburbs was swamped. It is disingenuous to say that the Northern Suburbs have historically been part of Livingstone without adding that the offices of Livingstone have historically been in North Rockhampton. In 1982, they chose to relocate some 40 kilometres away to Yeppoon, and this was a good decision, and Livingstone represents a vibrant coastal community just as Rockhampton represents the community here. This vote is about more than just rates. It's about keeping communities together and growing the whole region. Despite some of the rhetoric, this is not a land grab and it's not us versus them. A stronger, larger, more efficient Rockhampton is good for everyone, including Livingstone. Rocky may not have the 1 million person population some imagined back in 1860, but it is a growing city with numerous exciting projects to look forward to. The addition of these suburbs will go some way to giving Rockhampton the room it needs to grow and prosper, and the ability to fund more services and improved infrastructure. And this is good for the whole region, including Livingstone. The Northern Suburbs are much closer to Rockhampton, both literally and metaphorically. A yes vote at this referendum will help secure a bright future for all of us.